I came in here for something. Batteries. I came in here for batteries. 2:30 on Tuesday the 4th, December. I'm being followed by Jake. You're Joe. By Joe and Mac to the boiler room where we are having some water treatment guys come to make our drains work, and we're supposed to film this. So Jake's on wide with just red, and Mac's got fancy stuff. That's one of the little portable lights that Q, our friend Q from Tasmania, sent us. And I hear pounding. All the way.
We got enough people to get away for this anyway.
So we figured we'd invite you out and have you do that thing you do. So you're going to come out and get...
Well, Chris is doing his captain's vlog, so I can't very well talk over him.
Hey, Batman.
Okay, so we're up in the ceiling area of the boiler room because Chris seemed to think that instead of putting Joe on the little platform there, we can put him up here so he can get just the ultra-wide, high-angle shot of the... If I could get around this thing here of the whatever it is we're doing with the drains today. Non-standard camera placement. There we go. How about that?
You just wear the denim and everything.
I should have those now. Alright. Hit the water. Where do you go?
Or as it happens. You may have noticed that even though Chris is addressing the camera and also speaking to the gentleman, we didn't bother to mic anyone today. We do have wireless mics now, but I don't know, for something small like this, just this broke in the lab and we're fixing it, we tend not to bother with the whole mics and lights and so forth setup. Just, we use the phrase run and gun for this kind of thing. Of course, we go to the trouble of putting Joe up there and then they're back behind the bins and we can't see anything from a high vantage point.
Oh, the one on the floor.
That's all right, though. We're adaptable. This kind of thing tends to be a lot of, just sit back and wait for the workmen to do their job. In this case, they're trying to figure out where exactly the feed they just ran is going. And they're doing this by ear, which is interesting.
I think you have to be in, so that's about the same area.
1 hour mark. So at least we know that the light lasts for a long time. We've never used it this long before, if you didn't catch that.
So I just got back from Thank you.
Sorry.
So I just got back from an off-site thing, and apparently the shoot's canceled because the work just got a lot more complicated. So we're now moving stuff out of the classroom back into the museum, now that it's all dry. And yeah, that's going to be our day for a little bit here.
5-something, and Liz found a toy.
Yes, I did. I found a Manafield's 8mm film editor. I don't think, it doesn't look like it has anything to splice the film with, so you'd probably have to feed it through the guide rollers here up to where the little light is and just watch back the film through the monitor, which when I turn the knob you can see flickering, so we know that if it doesn't work completely, it works in some sort of capacity. We'd have to get some actual film to test it. But we were moving stuff in archives, and that's where we found it. And I've been looking for stuff to do hands-on film editing with for a while because I'm that kind of nerd, I guess. So it made me excited, and I brought it up here immediately without asking permission. So
Because so many people were using it, obviously.
well, it is part of the museum, though.
Ah, gotcha.
So, you know,
Might not be for
forgive
use,
me,
yeah.
Chris. Sorry. But yeah. So I'm hoping to find an 8mm camera that still works to try and shoot some footage on and play with. And Craigslist is good for stuff like that if we don't have one. And we already have projectors to play that stuff back on, so this might actually work eventually.
Don't know who found that, but it was in the hallway, the lower gallery. It's a Viceroy.
I haven't seen it before, so I think it was recently donated.
Ah. But it's a film camera. What, 8mm you said?
Nice and brown through the viewfinder. How'd we get this open before?
Oh, you pressed the button.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that definitely couldn't fit 16mm, I don't think. I think it says somewhere. Manufactured for A.R. Bernard Corporation. But yeah, we found a little camera.
Sweet.
So I'm going to start looking up at how much film costs on Kodak's site now.
But first we got to put batteries into it to see if it even, functions.
Well, it's not like this is the only one we have here.
That we know of.
Worst comes to worst, I can get a Kodak Brownie for a decent price off Craigslist. They go
Really?
for like 10 to 15 bucks.
I did not know that.
I've researched this before on Craigslist.
I believe you. I just did not know that.
I almost bought a Manifield for myself once, and then it was all the way in Kalamazoo, and I don't have a car. It was sad. So yeah,
We
we're going to play
do
with
have
this.
people here with cars. Okay. That's the day for real.
Totally.
Nobody else.
He's lying to you.
He's there.
Dirty damn liar. You have nothing to say.